plenty of times for questions.
Only question is, my only question is, being a senator in the state of Texas, a pretty sweet kid, you all agree. I would just like to know if someone asked you to step down or run for the general land office, and who that person is.
So the question is, did someone ask me to step down to run for the general land office? And what was the second part?
Who that is.
Oh, who that is. So I'm currently a senator. I will be a senator for the remainder of my term. So I did not step down from the Texas Senate. I did have to decide though, do I seek re-election for my Senate seat? Because of course, and y'all have seen it, and I know you had a lot of changes in Montgomery County. So I was approached by folks who said, look, Don, George P. is not running for land commissioner. As you know, he's in a runoff himself right now with Ken Paxton. And they said, we think we need somebody principled, proven, and conservative to run, and we want you to consider it. I'll be really honest. I love my Senate district. I love being in the Senate. I tried to recruit some other folks to run. At the end of the day, you kind of look around and you kind of realize if somebody from the legislature is going to do it, it's going to be me. So I decided to run out of my passion for our veterans, funding our education, and protecting our history of oil and gas.
Just folks that ask you.
We all have folks who come up and ask us to run for various things, but
We wouldn't know who those are.
I can't remember who asked me first, but thank you for your questions. We appreciate you.
Okay, I've got a comment and a question for you. You started off here tonight saying that you were about to chain yourself to the Alamo Cenotaph.
But there was a period of time where I was pretty sure, and I imagine I have a lot of people in the room who share this sentiment, where I felt like I was going to have to chain myself to the Cenotaph, and they were going to move it in the middle of the night, and they were getting close.
You're talking to the organization that spent 4 years, day in, day out, thousands upon thousands of hours in Alamo Plaza, at every single city council meeting, Alamo Trust meeting, Alamo Advisory meeting, every single citizens to be heard, following the Alamo Roadshow around trying to educate Texans. So how can you say that whenever we, as an organization, have sat out there 24, 48 hours at a time, and not only that, took on 5,000 BLM riders and looters, 150 of us armed to protect that island. We didn't see your name anywhere on anything. In fact, Kyle Peterman, I just got off the phone with him a while ago again. He asked you 3 times to sign on for the Alamo bill that would have protected it and stopped the Reimagine the Alamo project, or at least kept the focus on the 1836 battle. You turned him down 3 times. So how can you say that you are protecting the Alamo Cenotaph whenever you've been MIA on this complete whole thing?
Well, I first of all, I've already acknowledged y'all's passion. I appreciate that. We all fight in different ways. I fought in my way, what I think was appropriate for a senator. My recollections from my conversations with Kyle were that I would pick it up when it came to the Senate, and it never got there for him to pick up. But I do appreciate all y'all have done.
My question is regarding your bill that you said you passed, which I know it wasn't your bill, you were just a sponsor, you did not write the bill. That is record, we know that, you're not the co-author of the bill. However, if your bill was to protect the monuments, why have three monuments been taken down? Not only that, why have 300 bricks in Georgetown at the courthouse been taken away, which those are supposed to, well not supposed to, but they were in memory of the veterans. Not just the Confederate veterans that everybody's against, but let me just say, they're veterans, U.S. veterans. Why has that been taken away? If a monument protects bill is supposed to protect it and keep them there, why has it not been taken care of? Why are they still moving? And not only that, there's another monument that is being threatened right now to be taken down. Why won't your bill protect it?
Well, let's back up for a second, because I'm pretty sure you just called me a liar. So first of all bills are drafted by Legislative Council. That's how they're drafted. My monument protection bill, which is the only one that passed this last session, what it did is it protected our monuments, markers, and medallions. It basically strengthened the way that we protected the cenotaph, and that is that the Historical Commission has control over those, and that's how we can protect them. I think you and I can both agree we can't do enough to protect our monuments, and there's still more to be done. And it is my hope that do not interrupt me, because I'm not going to be shouted down by a bully and a liar yourself, because you're spewing BS. Not going to be shouted down by a bully and a liar yourself, because you're spewing BS. So the bill that I had Legislative Council author, that protected our monuments, markers, and medallions, which again was the only bill that passed this session that protected those things. So y'all can believe it or not, and bless your hearts, but
You can say what you said, but it still doesn't answer my question. How does it protect monuments? Why are they taken down? If a bill is to protect, that means not to be taken down. That is my question. I want an answer to that question.
Well, so it protected the monuments, markers, and medallions that are under purview of the Historical Commission. So unfortunately, not all of our monuments fall in that category, which is why we still have more work to do.
You said that you gave all the power to the Texas Historical Commission. They called your bill a do-nothing bill. Did you not see that report? There's an entire article written on this.
Well, there are lots of articles written with inaccuracies in them, but what I
session or so ago, were you for or against that, or did you participate in any of that?
I believe I was a co-author on Senator Creighton's bill, and I believe he's filed it multiple sessions.
Okay.
And my guess is he'll file it again.
Creighton's filed that bill 3 times, in 2017, 2019, and 2021. So,
and by my recollection, I'd say I co-authored it every time and I voted for it every time.
no, you did the last one. You co-authored that, but not the ones before that.
The question was brought up. There's many Texans out here that are against the reimagined Alamo plan. You said you're against it. My question is, what would you do to put an end to it? I think that's what many Texans out here, at least 97.3% of Texans said that 2 years ago.
I think I need to look and see exactly where the project is at this point.
Alright, so going back to the Alamo Cenotaph, your opponent stood with us to defend it against the BLM whenever we went up against 5,000 of them. I'm here to ask you, TITFF Board of Directors have said we will host a debate between you and Dr. Tim Wesley in San Antonio. We'll pay for everything and we'll bring several other groups in as moderators, etc. Will you accept to do this debate?
We're always happy to look at every opportunity to talk to people.
That's not an answer.
And that is my answer to your question.
That's not an answer.
And that is my answer to your question.
No, see, that's not an answer. And that's why you...
And now you're stopping to ask a question.
No, I'm stopping to tell you that we nicknamed you Duckingham because you won't go up against Dr.
That's, okay, well, let's just chat about that.
Let's talk about how many forums in this race. Let's talk about how many vetting organizations in this race. I have nothing bad to say about my opponent. He is a wonderful man. I met him, and I think the second to last day of early voting, because that is the first time I saw his face. And I went to a whole bunch of debates and a whole bunch of forums and vetted with a whole bunch of groups. And so that is the factual history on participation in this race.
Are you willing to go out and stand the line to protect the Alamo, to protect the San Jacinto Monument? I spent 2 nights out there. Some of the other guys spent 2 nights out there with me. Are you willing to do the same?
I'm willing to fight in every way possible to force my extent to protect our history or monuments.
When our bill was squashed by Abbott, by Birdwell, by Dustin Burns, all establishment Republicans, they let out what they want to let out. They do not let out what the grassroots wants. That's why your bill got out, because it got granted a hearing. No matter how many hours we spent down at the Pink Palace, spending nights away from home to testify on bills, just to get them released to get a hearing. That's why your bill got passed, because it got a hearing. Isn't that true?
That's what the process is. That bill goes through committee first.
Yes, it's true.
Alright, so I know you're focused on your race, but considering the current lane commissioners running for Attorney General, who I think we all agree is a corrupt man who tried to reimagine the Alamo rather than remember it, will you take a stand today against him and his globalist family and endorse Ken Paxton?
I love Ken Paxton. I love Angela Paxton. Angela's endorsed me. I'm staying out of the other statewide races.